Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Nathan, and on this video I'll be predicting the 2023 XFL season. Before we get into today's video, please smash that subscribe button and also hit that notification bell if you're new to my channel. Chances are if you're watching this video, that means you really love sports, and also drop a like on this video. There will be 43 XFL games in the 2023 season. A total of 40 will be regular season matchups. Then the 2 division playoff games. Then the season comes to a close with the most important of them all, the 2023 XFL Championship game in May. So let's start out in the North Division. The DC Defenders 2-8. The DC Defenders are one of the original XFL teams from the 2020 season. In that 2020 campaign, they had a record of 3 wins and 2 losses and finished tied for first place in the East. Now this will be the second season in franchise history in 2023. Their head coach and general manager will be Reggie Barlow this year. The DC Defenders are not favored to win the XFL Championship game this season. And by all means, I think that they could be the worst team in the league this year. The Vegas Vipers 5-5. The Vegas Vipers are a returning team name from the 2020 XFL. In 2020, they were called the Tampa Bay Vipers, and they finished that campaign with a record of 1 win and 4 losses. Now this year will be their first season in Las Vegas. Las Vegas was the only city in which the XFL had not secured a home stadium for the team until January 5th of 2023, the day the league schedule was released. Cashman Field was announced to be the Vipers' home stadium for the 2023 campaign. Their head coach and general manager will be Rod Woodson. I believe that the Vegas Vipers are going to be a competitive team this year and will compete for a playoff spot this season. The St. Louis BattleHawks 7-3. The St. Louis BattleHawks are another returning team this season from the 2020 XFL. In that season, they had a record of 3 wins and 2 losses, and they finished tied for first place in the East. Now the team will be going into their second season in franchise history. This season, their head coach and general manager will be Anthony Becht. The BattleHawks offense could be the best in the league this season. On paper, this team has a lot of talented players on their roster. I absolutely believe that the St. Louis BattleHawks could be one of the best teams in the league, and they could possibly win the XFL Championship game this year. The Seattle Sea Dragons 8-2. The Seattle Sea Dragons are another original team from the 2020 XFL season. In that season, the team was originally called the Seattle Dragons. They had a record of 1 win and 4 losses, and they finished in 4th place in the West. Now the Sea Dragons will be going into their second season in franchise history. In the 2023 campaign, their head coach and general manager will be Jim. Their head coach has won the NFL Coach of the Year in 2000 with the Saints, and he is a defensive-minded coach. The Sea Dragons could have the league's best defense this season. I suspect that the Seattle Sea Dragons could be the best team in the league this year. And if they have the league's best defense, there's a good chance that they could win this year's championship. So that's my North Division standings predictions for the 2023 season. Now let's go to the South Division. The Houston Roughnecks 3-7. The Houston Roughnecks are another returning team from the 2020 XFL. In that season, they were the only team to go undefeated in those 5 games until the COVID-19 pandemic canceled that campaign. Now the team will be going into their second season in franchise history. In the 2023 campaign, their head coach and general manager will be Wade Phillips. By all means, I think that the Houston Roughnecks won't be that good of a team in the new campaign, but they won't be the worst team in the league this year. The San Antonio Brahmas, 4-6. The San Antonio Brahmas are a brand new franchise to the XFL this year. The team that they replaced was the Los Angeles Wildcats in 2020. This will be the first professional football team to play in San Antonio since the San Antonio Commanders from the Alliance of American Football in 2019. The team's first head coach and general manager will be Hines Ward. In the 2023 season, I suspect that the San Antonio Brahmas will be a competitive team this year and they could fight for a playoff spot this season. The Orlando Guardians, 6-4. The Orlando Guardians are a returning team named from the 2020 XFL. In that season, the team was originally called the New York Guardians, and they finished that campaign with a record of 3 wins and 2 losses. Now, this season will be their first year in Orlando. The team's head coach and general manager will be Terrell Buckley in the new season. By all means, I absolutely believe that the Orlando Guardians are going to be a good team this year, and maybe they could possibly make a run at the XFL Championship game this season. The Arlington Renegades, 7-3. The Arlington Renegades are another returning team this season from the 2020 XFL. The only difference between the 2020 team, the Dallas Renegades, and the 2023 team, the Arlington Renegades, is the first name of the team. In the 2020 XFL season as the Dallas Renegades, they had a record of 2 wins and 3 losses, and they finished tied for second place in the West. In the 2023 season, their head coach and general manager will be Bob Stoops. He was the head coach of the Dallas Renegades in 2020. I suspect that the Arlington Renegades will be the best team in the South Division this year, and maybe they could make the XFL Championship game this season. So that's my South Division standings predictions for the 2023 season. Now let's go to the playoffs. The St. Louis BattleHawks versus the Seattle Sea Dragons. So my prediction is that the Seattle Sea Dragons will win this game over the St. Louis BattleHawks and they will advance to the XFL Championship. The Orlando Guardians versus the Arlington Renegades. So my prediction is that the Arlington Renegades will win this game over the Orlando Guardians and they will advance to the XFL Championship. In the XFL Championship game, I have the Seattle Sea Dragons versus the Arlington Renegades. In the first XFL Championship game of the new league, my prediction is that the Seattle Sea Dragons will win this game over the Arlington Renegades and they will win the first XFL Championship this season. So those are my predictions for the XFL this season. Who do you think will win the first XFL Championship this year? Let me know in the comments down below. Before you leave, please smash that subscribe button and also hit that notification bell if you're new to my channel. And if you love sports, this is definitely the channel for you, and also share this video with more sports fans. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. My name is Nathan, and I'll see you guys all in my next video. Just keep loving sports.